So I had my first date with someone who couldn't speak English with me.
Hallo, es ist jetzt 1 Jahr, dass ich in Deutschland bin. Ich habe eine deutsche Nachhilfe online gefunden. Sie hat mir für 2 Monate geholfen und für B1.1 und B1.2. Ich bin total aufgeregt, weil mein Deutsch sehr besser ist.
I think it's pretty cool that italki is sponsoring this video because I used them just as a customer 2 years ago. I paid my own money. Hello, Lila here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an American girl who is living in Hamburg, Germany, and in this video I'm going to share with you how I learned the B1 level of German, which is really important to my German learning journey. Right after learning this B1 level with an italki teacher, I even began dating a German who couldn't speak English. For about 6 months we dated. So I think that's proof that italki worked for me. I had the basics that I needed to go into this relationship with someone who couldn't speak my language. So I think that's pretty big proof in itself. And also italki gave me a discount code for you guys if you want to also get private tutoring. The discount code is $5 off when you use my code LILA. So when you buy $10 on italki, you can get $5 off at checkout. Everything will be linked down below. What is italki and why did I need italki? Okay, there's so much to talk about in this video. Let's rewind to 2018. Wait, first before the story, what is italki? So italki is a website and an app. You can get private one-on-one customizable lessons from an italki teacher. And these are very professional native speakers. So whichever language you're wanting to learn right now, you'll find it on italki because there's over 130 languages on italki. So when I was in California, I was needing some human connection. I did not like the offers of the language classes in the area, and I wanted something that reminded me of when I was taking German classes in Germany. So that's why I chose italki. On italki, they set their own prices, and so you can choose whichever teacher matches your budget. At the time, I chose someone who I was really comfortable with. She had just so many certificates and I was like, okay, this is my girl. I liked her intro video. And you can also do these trial lessons with the teacher. The trial lessons start at $1 and it depends, each teacher sets their price different. Mine set hers at $12, which was fine because I had already emailed her before I had the trial lesson with her and she said she could do what I wanted, which was very, very customizable. Depending on the teacher, a lot of them will just do whatever kind of German learning you want. Super great, awesome. And yeah, so you can learn what you want when you want. So on their profile, you can see what their schedule's like. And for mine, I found a German teacher living in Canada, so that was great. So she was on my schedule, so I can choose the little green boxes on her page when her next available tutor session was open. So every teacher sets their own prices for the tutoring. So mine set hers at, I think her minimum was $24 for a session and then max on hers was $34, but this depends on each teacher. That was just the girl I chose because she was a very, very, very experienced language teacher and I needed a pro and she was totally a pro. So as you can see in the title and the thumbnail of this video, I know it's a little clickbaity because it says I spent $800 on a teacher. That's actually not that much because if you're comparing that to what you can get at just a normal class, that's not that much because what I got for that money was the entire B1 level of German, which is pretty great. Yeah, if you look at pricing, there's a private language school here in Hamburg who I was looking at. I was just doing some research to see what the prices are. 500 euros for half of a level is pretty typical what you'll see in Germany taking classes here in person, but everything is closed right now. So if you're needing some human connection, italki's there for you. I was looking forward always to my sessions with my teacher. 19 hours on italki is equal to 1 semester in college. I spent, I think 25 hours or something with my teacher. And the best way to learn a language is through conversation, which italki is great at. You get the conversation with your teacher and they also have this language community on there. So I found a language partner to get more practice with. So when I wasn't getting tutored, I was doing another extra hour a week with a language exchange partner. Also, if you ever run into any issues on italki, they have a really professional support team that you write to. I've never had an issue with them though, so my teacher always, we worked together. She was really nice. So about the customizable plan. So I worked with my teacher with a book that I chose, but you can ask the teacher if they recommend a book. I'll put a description of the book I worked with down below in the description box because it was the book I used at the university in Oldenburg and I really liked it. And so I asked her if she can work with me with this book. I wanted to go through 1 chapter a week, which is kind of quick, I think, but that's what you did at the university. So I had 2 months to learn the B1 level for my test. And also the book has a CD, so you have all these hearing exercises, and she assigned me homework, and we did the homework together every week. We checked up. I was kind of living the pandemic life during this summer in 2018 without realizing a pandemic was coming. And then the second biggest thing I did was I found another tutor, because you can find on their website, they all specialize in different things. So one teacher may be better at one thing. I felt like trying out someone new, so I found this guy on there, and he had a really great philosophy about like just knowing things by heart, and just told me, okay, write out a way you can understand German and the grammar and write it out. So I have this cheat sheet where I wrote down all the endings to the adjectives, because the adjectives will get you in German. If you don't understand the endings, which if you're working with a teacher, they'll explain to you the A1 endings, der, die, das, nominative, accusative, dative, genitive. So you just start learning all these endings. And then in B1, I think it's B1 is when you get introduced to the adjective endings. Might be A2 too, can't really remember. And then it gets really confusing. So I wrote down a way that I can memorize it. So this was really important for passing the test that I needed to pass when I got back to Oldenburg. The true story is I didn't prepare for my test enough, so I didn't pass the test the first time, but the second time I passed it because I did some more preparing. So you can see that on the italki teachers. I think on mine she had German for beginners, German for intermediate learners. She had Testvorbereitung, preparing for tests. So when you're looking for a teacher, you can just find one specifically for whatever your needs are. Have you used italki before? What's your experience? For me, having that one-on-one time was really important to get that conversation time, because when you're in a class, you're with 10 students, you don't get that much time to speak. So it was really nice to get the one-on-one time with a private tutor and to focus on my specific problems. I feel like a lot more learning difficulties than maybe the students in my class did. So when you're looking for an italki teacher, I also recommend looking at their reviews and seeing how many lessons each student had with that teacher, because that shows you that they're really liked and really good, because these people spent, a lot of money on this teacher. So I saw that this person was having 100 lessons with this teacher. Like, wow, okay, this person really likes this teacher. So that's how I chose mine. It was really nice to speak with someone and show her that I did my homework. That made me feel good. Also, what I recommend is go through after every chapter a little practice test to make sure you understand, because I think it's easy to just go through without checking yourself, because no one likes tests, That's what I wish I could have done. I probably would have learned even better. Okay, so about the relationship. So I was in Oldenburg. I didn't pass my test the first time, my B1 test, and I decided to distract myself. I was gonna go on a date. I went on a date with this guy. I met him on a dating app, and I was really surprised when I met him in person that he didn't want to switch with me in English when I met him. And it was a first. Before, when I had dates with someone, we would start with German, but then we would always switch to English. B1 is still, it's a little complicated to communicate everything you want to communicate at that level still. So long story short, the relationship lasted for 6 months. Without my basic knowledge of German and without italki, without all that work I was doing for those few months, this relationship would have, I don't know, A2 would have been a pretty hard challenge. Speaking is the quickest way. So if you can get as many speaking partners as possible, you're gonna learn fast, because in the 6-month relationship I had with this German guy, I learned so much. We were doing long distance for half of the relationship almost. So we did voice messages every day, and listening to these voice messages over and over and over until I could understand what he was saying helped me so much. And then also when we were in person finally, that of course also helped me, because he was correcting all my little mistakes. I'm gonna play a clip that I recorded myself after the first date I had with him. I still was making quite a few mistakes. I think I said sehr instead of viel for so much, and my sentence structure wasn't perfect, but B1 is still a basic level. And just have someone correcting you. It's really important. If a teacher is not correcting you, not a good sign. So I was really happy with mine. She was correcting me. I just had a lot to work on, and I was really distracted and stressed. So it's hard to learn sometimes when you're really stressed. But anyways.
Ich muss nachdenken. Mein Ziel für die letztes Jahr ist erfolgreich, weil ich wollte Deutsch sprechen, und das war mein Ziel. Ich habe gedacht, dass es war nicht möglich, und es ist möglich. Wow! Es ist einfacher, wenn jemanden kein Englisch kennen, so ich muss Deutsch sprechen. Das ist besser für mich.
After my 3 months of learning with an italki teacher back in 2018, I visited Oktoberfest. My friends from back home came with me, and I was able to translate for them all the things we were looking at. We visited Berlin and I was able to translate everything for them, help them with the train. So I think the B1 level, you get some confidence. Now I'm dating someone where we do speak in English, so my German is kind of not doing so well at the moment. It's okay. We speak in German when I feel like it and when I feel like learning, so life is not too short to learn German. I am so glad I learned German. So my relationship, you know, didn't work out, but it's okay. I met my now boyfriend, I met him in California, and I was so thankful that I had learned German. I didn't know when German was gonna be a part of my life. I thought maybe it never would be a part of my life, but now I can speak German. I'm now living again in Germany, which I didn't think I would come back, but yeah, I met him. Things happen, life is surprising. And now I can speak with his family who can't speak English. So very, very thankful that I learned German. It changed my life totally. And yeah, so I wish you guys luck in learning the language that you want to learn. If that's German, if that's another one, let me know down below. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.